And we are back back for episode 2. And as you can see, I kept good on my word. 3 underwater lockers. Pretty useful. I gather a fair bit of titanium. Some of it's in the pod, some of it's in the leftmost locker, and there's a peeper. I'm going to go grab these little guys. This is the mascot of Subnautica's Below Zero, the Arctic peeper. There's mostly one big eyeball with fins, and not much else. But
oxygen.
Goodness sake, 75 seconds of oxygen doesn't seem that much more than 45. Can I build a better oxygen tank, or do I have to go find the blueprint for that? I can't remember. But let's see, standard. Nope, I can't do better. But you know what? I don't often do this. I may make a floating air pump. And some, oh goodness. Yeah, there's water while I'm at it. Just barely use those up. So you have floating air pumps. Useful, situationally speaking. And we're going to go look for the habitat builder next because we can. And it's more useful than some might give it credit for. The floating air pump, I was going to say. But you cannot get much better than... you cannot honestly think a little of the amazing... habitat builder, because it builds so much more than just a habitat. The floating air pump, just one of these, you can recover it and the pipes. So you get enough pipe, you can make your way down a lot deeper than you should be able to, and it constantly provides air. And because you get 5 pipes per bundle of 2 titanium, you can make a very long chain. And resources do replenish after a time. It just takes a while to do it. And yeah, plenty of flavor text on everything, which I greatly enjoy. Now we got our compass. Landmarks to take note of. North is a shelf, just a big wall of ice. And we are going to go, let's say due south to a place called Twisty Bridges. And in the Twisty Bridges we will find, well, there's other ways to find the habitat builder now that I think about it. Thought I saw some predatory over that way, but I guess not. One thing I will certainly be keeping an eye out for, there's plenty of creep vine in this game, so you don't need to, you can eventually build things, grow beds to grow plant life. Exterior grow beds, you can grow stuff like creep vine and bullseye shrooms and ribbon plants. And that is an endlessly useful thing to have. But to get the ability to make the grow beds, we need to find great fog, and it's foggy and cold. Great. We need to find the habitat builder. And it looks like going south may not have been what my brain was telling me to do. Tell you what, no matter what, we're going to find the Twisty Bridges. And bugger you. Scared the cheese out of me almost. So I'm not quite where I thought I was. But I do have an idea of where I am. Let's see. It's going to be... So that direction is west, so pod is more I'm messing with. One thing to keep an eye out for underwater is sparking electricity, which strangely enough can't hurt you, but it can be very useful. I built the Sea Glide, by the way. I did remember to build that. And I like where I am here because I think this might be near where the rebreather is, which is... it makes long trips possible underwater, so... sounds like a straw. Okay, and pipe. The pipe can stretch a fair distance down. But, oh my goodness. What was I just saying about sparking electricity? And there it is. Now you'd think in an ocean that's presumably salt water, that would be this would be the single deadliest location in the game, because instant electrocution. For some reason that's not the... You okay there, Peeper? Peeper come flying out of the water like that. Whee! And I'm already thirsty again. My throat's already dry again. That's I gotta remember to get like a big water bottle these days. But I'm sure you've noticed penguins, space penguins, nutrient block. This was a nice little find. We got a table, mineral scanner blueprint, and food. Now comes the big problem. Can I find the floating air pump yet? Oh, by sheer I am getting good at this. I'm getting good at this. You'd almost think I know what I'm doing. There. And we're just going to go down this way. This way. And you get near it. Altera technology has their... it's explained in the first game that your scuba tank takes air from any available source. It just absorbs like air bubbles and stuff. So that explains why the brain coral of the first game lets you continuously suck up air. Sorry, I thought I spotted the thing I was looking for initially, and then it turned out it wasn't. But this is a fragment of the sea truck, a vehicle which we will be very happy to have later. You need 3 pieces for every chunk of the sea truck, which has several modules. But it is way more useful than it sounds. And some people complain about it. There's the piping. So glad I have it turned on that I can see stuff. Yeah, so my air tank is just sucking in water and spitting out the water and keeping the air away. They can't just make it so that it absorbs, constantly just pulling water or oxygen out of the water. I don't know that. But you know what? I'm not a scientist. I'm a video gamer who has half an idea what they're doing.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
Passing 100 meters and trying to use the thing that makes me go down to go up. So, again, not a scientist, also not that bright. That big, huge fellow there is a brute shark. We won't be going near him for a bit. I'll try to make more use of many of the more unusual tools that I hardly ever see other YouTube gamers using, because it's they can be surprisingly helpful when you need them. Let's use the Sea Glide. And it has a map ability to it, which I hardly ever use. It's useful in caves, and that was the thing we were looking for. This is where you get your. This is where you get a. I think this is the.
That sounds like a distress call.
Yep, high capacity O2 tank.
Unknown origin.
And would you look
Source
at that?
of transmission depth calculated at approximately
The
200
building
meters.
tool. That was not the time to get stuck on something.
Oxygen.
Yeah, jets. Insert jet set right here. Come on, baby. Oh, the Sea Glide, thank you so much for being my friend. Okay, I set out to find the build tool, and I found the build tool. What I had been looking for was something else in this general area. But you know what? Two birds, one stone. An idiom that I question the efficiency of. Because you'd have to basically ricochet it off the first bird. Hello, is that... You learn to spot galena outcrops pretty flippin' quick, because they are absolutely a pain to get. Oh, sea monkeys, I gotta remember not to have anything out near them. And just a heads up, I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding after this episode to get my my base up and running, because you need a lot of titanium. And a fair amount of copper as well, because you need solar panels to give it power.
Oxygen.
I'm aware, thank you. I'm going to give her a name. I'm going to call her Julie. Sounds like a nice name. But if anybody comes up with a better name, I will see. I'll think about changing it. So. Yeah, nothing too silly, nothing too serious. Just like, now that I think about it, you know what? I'm going to change her name right now, Edith. Name just popped into my head, and I thought, you know what? That's not a bad name. It's kind of a nice name. Let's just call her that. Let's see. Well, wouldn't you know it? I keep hitting triangle over my inventory. 2 pieces of lead. So, what the heck? I thought I bumped into some there. Yeah, you learn to appreciate the beauty of the game pretty early, and it just never stops being beautiful. Everywhere you go,
Oxygen.
There's something to appreciate. For the love of Pete, I'm telling you, it just feels like you have full oxygen, you dive, and it feels like 5 seconds pass, you're out of air. And that's that. I was about to say, if that had been a galena outcrop, I would have been kind of annoyed. I would have been like, oh, I gotta drop something to get that. And I'm not happy about that, but thankfully it wasn't, so I'm not. Let's see, let's put away, that's almost full, you know. Open, that's almost full. Empty, that's what we like to see. So that means I have a grand total of 34 pieces of pipe, which doesn't make sense. Or no, not 34, let's see. 24. Or, no, just 20, never mind. Don't mind me, folks. I'm not exactly running on full power here. I'm kind of, I've been awake for a fair bit. I haven't got any sleep. Might take a nap after this, might not. It's kind of close to what I'm going to be. Well, not close to dinner, but close enough that I'd rather not sleep. just yet. Anyway. Okay, distress call. Yeah, that was... why I mistook that for the fabricator, I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen, but feel free to laugh in the comments. Okay, next up is the high-capacity O2 tank. I just need 2 pieces of glass, which I can easily do, because I already had 1. And we need 2 glass, so that means we need 4 quartz. Sometimes my brain does work. Who would have thought? Certainly not me. Okay, next up, there's plenty of room. You take off your standard O2 tank, and then you turn it into a high capacity, which is a considerable upgrade. Each iteration increase grants an additional 30 seconds of oxygen. So right now we have 105 seconds of oxygen, which it'll get you where you need to go, that's for certain. What's this? Habitat Builder. Another addition from Subnautica 1 that was a huge welcome one for me was the ability to press square to pin a recipe. So top right corner you'll see the builder and the recipe, which is a wiring kit, computer chip, battery. So that is a good chunk of copper, gold, and silver. But we also need special type of coral. So let's get the wiring kit out of the way. We need copper wire to make a computer chip eventually. Wiring kit, computer chip is wiring copper, gold, copper wire, gold, and 2 table corals. So here's the copper wire. Excuse me. Wiring kit. So we are partly on our way toward our objective. I need to go gather more copper. I think I have some in one of the things outside. Let's see. 1 copper. Okay, plenty of copper we have to be working with. We have the gold, we don't have the table coral. However, table coral is not too difficult to find. It's typically like on walls, like the outcrops, but more visible. I am just a bit sleepy, so if I start listing from one direction to another, that's me trying to surprise myself awake a little. It's not working. Check time real quick. Just short of 20 minutes. Okay, I can find the table coral out here. I'm not going to look for it too hard. But it does spawn here a little. But what you really need is to find, like, really deep areas, because that's where the stuff's really hidden. And look at that, we were barely down to 1 minute and 3 seconds of air. You feel like you've got forever. Table coral. Equip knife, please, Robin. I'm sitting here pressing right on the thumb pad, or the D-pad, and she's not doing it. I'm like, Robin, swing the knife, sweetie,
Warning.
come on.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
Sure enough,
increased.
decided that I didn't have equipped the thing that I told it to equip. Yeehaw! Oh, we're right back. Oh my goodness, we are back here. Oh, we are magnetized to this place, aren't we? Okay, anyway. We've got table coral, which we needed 2 pieces, we got 3. You can't grow more table coral. It's one of the substances that is a absolute, not nightmare, but a pain in the neck to get. Yeah. Yeah, some nights I just can't sleep. I just got myself Super Robot Wars 30, which you can get for the PC. I promise you I will get that eventually for the PC once I can upgrade to a slightly better one. Which I mean slightly. I don't need something like super advanced. I just want something that works. Let's see, drop 1 table coral in there. Drop the copper in there. We should have. It should be almost enough. Right. We need a copper for batteries. Yeah, I'm just. Why the heck did I think that was the thing? I keep thinking the one thing is this thing, and it's not this thing, and then it annoys me, and I'm like, why? So, computer chip. Do. Next up, battery. Do. And if I can build offhand, why don't I? Brain, come on. You're tired, but not that tired, right?
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank.
Oh, hello, my
With a
little
builder
friend.
tool, you can construct sea bases from raw materials, advising against.
Okay, so quartz, titanium, copper.
No storage, no place to put
Oh
fabricated.
yeah, there's also lightning storms in the game. I forgot
No
about that.
fun.
Whoops, I don't need rubber just yet. And I don't need gold just yet. But I do need copper. So 6 titanium equals a small room. I need more titanium to build the door and the solar panels. But you know what? One step at a time. And, slow and steady wins the race. Where is... You do not get a standard room out of the gate. I'm going to sit here for a few seconds and lament, if you don't mind. Why do I forget these things? Why? Okay, there's 2 ways to get this conundrum fixed. Anyway, my brain's over here thinking on other things. Attention deficit disorder, folks. It can be a nuisance. But just give me some ideas. I'm trying to think. We're probably going to have to build a temporary shelter out of tubes. So they're better off. Brain. So, tubes are not much. I don't much care for tubes, but useful, I suppose. But I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to try to think on this for a sec. I might cut the episode here while I think. Might take a nap. But and welcome to the beautiful Subnautica Below Zero. I hope you've been enjoying the episode so far, and I hope the other one was pretty good too. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Yeah. Sorry, folks, I'm just about to nod off here. Man, I am tired. I better take that nap. So I'll save here, and we'll continue this next time when I'm a little more well rested. And, yeah. And I'm afraid that's going to have to be it. But it's 25 minutes as is, so it's a decent sized episode. Someday I'll have an Elgato capture card and a laptop with editing software that works, and a soundboard to let you know how I'm failing. You know what? I have a soundboard. Let's one sound for the road, shall we? To basically sum up my current mental state and situation. Update from 125 to 127. It's not giving me that option immediately, and that confuses me. You know, another thing, folks, I'd really like to do is, nope, there's no update, so that's a thing. I'm just gonna unplug my headset since I'm not using it at the moment. Oh, I do not like this. This app does have one issue. I'm gonna bring that up because you can't sort stuff. What's this do? No, I don't want to record audio. I'll try to figure this stuff out. Eventually, I'm going to get a full-size soundboard, and that'll be a lot more useful thing. So, until then, am I still? Yeah, still recording. Yeah, still recording audio. So, I'll see you in the next episode. We failed pretty good on this, and in the end,
Nope.
is about all I can say. There you go, your one soundboard thing. You know, I bet some are wondering,
Okay, but why though?
because I can. I hope that picked up. I might delete that, but who knows. But yeah, I'll try. It's me using a phone for this stuff, so it's it's less technological. But oh, here's the thing I wanted to. There, that sums up the episode in my current state. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you all have a great time. Please like and subscribe. It'll help me get a slightly bigger audience someday, but for now, this is about as good as we're getting. I'm on a very strict budget, and this is a slow-going process until I can either monetize or until I get my subscribe started, until I can get up and around to it. But I'm not going to do that until I feel like there's actually a slight chance of getting help. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'll stop being miserable. Depression, folks, it's real. And that's why I am the way I am. ADD and depression. Now you know. See you in the next one.